Hi, thank you so much for checking out this video. This is just an unsolicited testimonial for DekmarTrades. I believe wholeheartedly and with all my heart in what Sean Dekmar is teaching. If there are a couple words that I can use to describe Sean Dekmar and DekmarTrades is genuine and a teacher. Oh, and fun. Um, Sean is very relatable. He's very personable. He can be funny, very funny. He's very fun. He keeps things lively in the trading room, but it's not a false liveliness. It's not like an arrogance or a cockiness. It's not about money. It's not about Lamborghinis and trips across the world and all the food that he's eaten. Um, I don't know Sean personally. I've never met him, but I feel like I do through the DekmarTrades community. And so this is unsolicited. I haven't talked to him. He hasn't talked to me about this. Um, I'm just giving my honest assessment because I see a lot of traders like me who are newbie traders, and I've seen a lot of. I've been a part of a couple trading communities, and I know that sometimes the wool can be sort of pulled over your eyes. There are some trade communities where the um, the moderator sort of just uses us so that he can make his own gain, and then once us as the community goes to buy, he sort of sells out, and we're left sort of holding the bag slightly. Um, Sometimes all the way. And so I'm just making this video for those of you who come across it and you're newbie and you want to truly learn about trading and about how to be successful trading. Then DekmarTrades is definitely a great trading room. I believe it's worth every penny. It's not overly priced. It's not, $295 a month or $100 a month or $199 a month. It's nothing like that. It's very affordable, and it's worth every penny. So now I'm just going to give you a little snippet of what his trading room is like and what we experience in his trading room. He's honest. Um, if he has a loss, he'll definitely admit it, and we see it real time. And he'll explain to us why he lost, and he'll teach us, and he teaches us why, how we can avoid the same mistake. Okay, so let's hear a little bit of this.
Get a little bit of that drop, and we're getting some very crazy momentum now. So guys, I think I'm gonna go right here, TVIX. So I am buying in on TVIX. So I'm gonna see if I can get a drop. So I'm gonna start picking up some shares on TVIX. And what I personally want to see is this stock be able to break 267. Now, if it does, okay, back at 267 right now. So again, it's right at 267. If it does start breaking 267, obviously, I have to be a smart trader on what I do. But right now, 267 is still holding on up. If it starts, moving up very big, obviously I have to be a smart trader. But I want to definitely see this thing, possibly turn and then, start really dumping. But obviously I have to be smart on what I'm doing. I can't force it. I have to, stick to my trading plan, stick to my guns, and make sure I'm being smart. So right now it is above 267, and I am down in profit right now because I'm in at 1009 cost basis. So right now, again, I'm down about 20 cents, and I am just, going to be focused on what this play is going to be doing next. Wanting something to fall doesn't help it at all. TVIX, what I am watching for on this is going to be this trend line. So I'm probably just going to play the trend line here. As long as the trend line holds, I'll hold. That's basically all I'm going to do. So this is what I'm doing. Trend line play. Let me just see, giving it one more second to see if we're going to bounce back on up at all, because it is starting to crack this line. And I'm just about to sell right here. I just want to see if we are going to bounce at all. Last line of support. We do have the trend line, but we do have our last line of support right here. This is like the last thing I have before I 100% have to get out. That's my last little thing before I have to 100% get out. Looking at the SPY really quickly, because that's back on up. So again, SPY back on up to that high. So again, both are testing. Both are testing. SPY testing its high. TVIX testing its lows. TVIX starting to get a little bit of a bounce. Again, okay, so I'm still okay at this moment. Obviously, again, I want to play this as smart as I can. I don't want to take a big loss. I know that. But at the same time, I am just playing this as smart as I possibly can, maybe turning it into a channel. Okay, so again, right now, I am still holding at this time. And all I'm doing now, I did have a trend line in, but then I did realize a lot of support was at this area, so I wanted to give it a little bit of room. And, you know, it's a good call so far by me to be able to, you know, on my end, to just be like, hey, you know what? Okay, let's, you know, hold support. I am down 100%. My cost basis, guys, is 1009. My cost basis at the time is 1009. So I'm down right now, 100%. But, you know, as fast as the stock moves down is as fast as it can move on up. It's just, again, those breaks of 267 is where a lot of good negative volume moves in. So SPY turning back on down now. SPY not being able to break this line once, twice, three times, very good. It's a little bit of a funny trade right now because there's so much going on, and that's why I'm kind of just really focused on this play. I'm really just all over it, trying to figure out obviously the best area for us to be able to sell and not, you know, hold too long. 267 starting to crack again. TVIX should be coming back on up momentarily. And what we have here is slight higher lows on SPY. So we have slight higher lows starting to build on the SPY right here. If this trend line cracks, so again, it'll probably come down towards, I think, 266.75. So as you guys can see, I'm really just trying to throw in all my areas of support resistance. This is definitely a test for me today. Nice test that's going on in my head right now of SPY, okay, we have higher lows, top resistance. Okay, let's see if that's going to be able to build up. TVIX right now, my bottom support area is right here at 966. Obviously, I don't want to cut out. Obviously, I want this to break up through 1020. Break up through 1020, we could definitely be seeing a nice move. At the same time, right here, SPY starting to move on down again. Good. We want SPY cracking this trend line. We're below 266. Awesome. We want it, we're below 267. Awesome. We want it below 266.78 though. So I'm down to the trend line right here. Great. Awesome. What we want to see. TVIX starting to come back on up, which is great. I'm still down in profit. My entry was decent, but it wasn't amazing. SPY coming off the trend line, which it should, but we need this to turn. We want to see this crack below this line. Basically cracking below this line, that is where that stock is going to really drop on off. TVIX back up towards around 10 bucks. Crack of that line, we are all set. And then over on TVIX, I am holding this at the moment. Good support bounce right here. Looking for this stock to break up through 1020. We are also inside a channel on a TVIX, inside a channel on TVIX. SPY, we have an ascending triangle pattern. As we know, it may try to work its way to the corner. We don't want SPY to work its way to corner. Working its way to a corner, that's when the stock, it could possibly break out. We want a nice early crack on this on SPY as TVIX is trying to move its way on up. A cost basis, 1009, so again, not touching anything right now. SPY trying to work its way inside this ascending triangle pattern. We want to crack. We want to dump. That's basically what I'm watching for. Down 13 cents on TVIX at the moment. Not too shabby, but at the same time, I know where support is on TVIX, which is where? Right at this 965 mark. So keeping cool, keeping collective, knowing exactly what I should do, talking myself through this trade so I know exactly what to look for at all times and just waiting for that possible break. You know, if I get that break below, let's see if we're going to get it here. If we get that break below, that means futures are really going to start falling. Cracking this trend line, this is its main trend line of the day. Cracking this trend line on the SPY, that's definitely going to lead towards a very nice, you know, selling volume start moving on in. But right now, SPY is what? Inside this ascending triangle pattern. So right now, it's in an ascending triangle breakout pattern. What I need, again, is this to crack this trend line. If it breaks upwards, I 100% have to get out. If TVIX cracks downwards, I 100% have to get out. If that's going to be my game plan. You know, I know right now, I know exactly what we're in. The SPY is in a little bit of an ascending triangle pattern, you know, which is absolutely fine. TVIX right here is in what? You know, a channel. Okay, you know, that's exactly what we're in right now. For me to, you know, come out profitable, I need this crack. And I'll be the first one to say, my entry right now at 1009 is not the best entry. Again, my entry, I thought this was going to be the crack right here. When this stock started dumping right here, I thought that was going to be the crack where it was going to turn and drop. You know, obviously right now we have this ascending triangle pattern forming. What I need is this trend line to end it. I need this to basically kill hopes and dreams. So I'm looking for people's dreams to die in an abyss of shallow love. So right here, did we just get it? Yo, bonjour, mademoiselle. All right, so SPY starting to get a little bit of a crack right here. And let's see if we're going to get that crack and we're going to get some good hype back on up. So again, TVIX back up towards around 10.05.